Hello and welcome. This is Diana, and you are watching Holistic Vibes, Life Path 33. This is for the sign of Aquarius, and this is going to be kind of a shift in just kind of looking at like what's been coming up in your reality and maybe what needs to be removed. So it says a king and a scribe was a companion, so this could be like past life energy. Um, and a dilettante is somebody who's kind of kept, right? Who's allowed to pursue their feminine traits, their artistic traits, and like, so it can very well be like a vibration of like you instantaneously like gravitating to um, like writing out your feelings or like writing to create or to pull things into your reality, right? Um, it's really like the how you communicate, the how you it's kind of like almost thinking that you're late to the party. But it's like it's right on time, right? Because it's like we're literally going into the age of Aquarius. So it's kind of like honoring the advancement of how you had to get to where you are right now. The exploration or the shifting or there's something else. Yeah, it's the journey to the end point, like out of bondage, out of the old things. Because here's the thing, right, is sometimes we don't even realize we're holding on to the shadowed aspects of like dominion over keeping self safe, because we don't necessarily understand those old balance. They said judgments that have kept us out of a state of balance, in a state of like fight or flight, in a state of welfare, in a state of like mm, kind of only wanting to be in the fields, only wanting to play in the poppies, right? And there is this like deeper knowledge, deeper awareness as far as like what you want and what you want to portray to others, the how you move in the world, the how you show up in the world. Um, Not just in defense mode. It's truly honoring like your rebirthing phase, the rebirthing phase one goes through, right? Through like bonding and absorbing like the energy that one, it's like a perpetuating cycle, right? It's like a lack of stability or a state of being where I will pretend that this is not the reality. And sometimes you do have to go to sleep, right? Sometimes you have to create in the dark, like because you have to reset like the energy and the vibration of like the energy that you're taking in versus like the energy that you're holding true to, right? The energy that truly belongs to you. Yeah. And so if there's been an impediment, you bind it in the name of Jesus, right? You bind it and call in and ask the Christ consciousness grid to clear the energy, and anything that's keeping you anchored to a lower vibration, a lower timeline, a lower paradigm, that gets swept up into a black hole and dealt with, right? So if your solar plex has been impeded, then identify it and just feel whatever that energy and that cord that's been holding deflate and fully release, right? And you can ask Archangel Uriel, or Uriel, to come and clear your energy, right? To take whatever that is and then send a message to the individual that has been connecting and feeding on your energy, if it's your mom, if it's your energy, whatever that may be. Um, it's going to be controversial to cut the cord. Um, because you're thinking wealth comes in one way, but in actuality, you're really feeling isolated, alone, abandoned, like nobody's picked up the pieces for you. Um, yeah, it's really like grabbing onto Capricorn could be irrelevancy. They're saying it's like it's the identification of a firm hand. It's setting the expectation, understanding the seeds that you're planting, the way that you're moving in the world, the honoring the energy that you're karmically still lied to, um, that are keeping you in a power struggle or keeping you in a state where you feel like you're chasing your tail. Because again, remember, if you're going to be operating out of a lower paradigm, then that is truly what you are attracting to you in the undertone of the subconscious, because that's what you believe you are, right? And so it's like moving forward with honesty, integrity. They're just kind of showing me like they're reiterating like somebody who at one point in time couldn't find their own energy or their own information, and so instead of doing their own internal work, they stole it from other people and then tried to present it as themselves, and those people just end up getting bound, because when you steal from somebody who's from a higher elevated point, right, spiritually we're talking, that then ripples through their reality, right? So you may not see the karma initially on the surface, but over time, God will continually open up gates to push the karmic wheel back at the individual, right? So it's like honoring it. You may not see it in the instant, like, but allowing yourself to be like at peace and still be a kind hearted individual, and allow like the authorities, allow like your discernment. Because here's the thing, right? If you're I could be talking to somebody who's younger, and if you haven't, if you, it's okay to be naive and to be kind and open your heart to allow an individual to show you who they are, right? Like that's neither here nor there. However, you got to kind of like identify and see the energies that an individual is like operating in, right? And like it's they're also showing me like a relationship where like a masculine energy is able to step into his king energy and allow a feminine energy to truly be in the creative, um magnetizing creator energy, right? Like you literally pull the reality into being. And it's like once you guys are understanding the push and the pull of the energetic frequencies, like you literally are releasing any areas where there's been like a binding on like finances, love, spirituality, like energetic shifts. It's like there's just going to be this real massive shift of like alignment through like your heart-centered movement is what they're showing me. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there, right? If any something in this resonated with you, please like, comment, subscribe, and share. If you would like a reading or a healing, all of that information is below. And the website is holisticvibes.org. And that is all. Have a great day. Ciao.